is cooking.
Welcome to Rockingham Speedway. The last time NASCAR race here was 2004, but today 40 Mid-Piston Cup drivers and the best athlete of all time, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, will try to conquer The Rock and to give the command it's the world's hottest man alive, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
In the proud spirit of The Rock, and in the proud spirit of The Rock,
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
finally, The Rock says,
Do it naked for all I care. Just get on with it.
drivers, start your engine!
Alright, before the race starts, I gotta say, for some reason, something happened with the recording. The first two laps are borderline unwatchable. They are really laggy. It looks like you're watching a slideshow. So, yeah, the first two laps is really laggy, but just bear with me. The rest of the race has normal FPS, but for the first two laps, the FPS is just horrible. So just keep that in mind before watching. Richard Hammond will start off this race on pole after telling The Rock to shut up during the command. Richard Hammond is ready to get this race underway as we go green here from Rockingham. Richard Hammond is looking for his first win and Phantom Motorsports' first win. He'll have 59 laps to do it. Like I said earlier, he wants to win it as soon as possible. He told The Rock to shut up so this race can go underway. But Homelander is right behind him. He'll go to the inside of Richard Hammond for the lead of the race. Two drivers that never won a Piston Cup before are side by side for the lead. And Homelander will pass Richard Hammond on lap 1. Homelander will lead lap 1 of 59 here at Rockingham. Hammond now has Hank Harvick to his inside, side by side for second, and Hammond isn't able to close the door there. Harvick with the opening on the bottom lane, trying to get second place now. They're side by side for second place. Hammond was so excited to start this race, but it's gone horribly so far. Homelander's passing for first place, and now Hank Harvick will pass Richard Hammond for second place. Hammond falls to third. The current top three is Homelander, Hank Harvick, and Richard Hammond. All three have never won before in Piston Cup as we head to lap 3. And Ryan Reynolds tries to go to the inside of Hammond for third place, but Hammond is able to block Ryan Reynolds for third place. Hammond will try to go to the outside of Harvick there, not getting any momentum there, and Harvick will block him. Now Ryan Reynolds going to the inside of Hammond once again, but once again, Hammond blocks Ryan Reynolds for third place. Hunt's in 13th place, trying to get a top 10 here, and I think he blew an engine. He's slowing down. He's slowing down onto the apron. I think Hunt has a blown tire or a blown engine right now, and that's horrible luck for him. On lap 3, Hunt's going to already have to come down to pit road, and he's going to go all the way from 13th to last place. That's going to be a tough day for him today. Boob on the inside of Gosling for 9th place. Two drivers battling to get into the playoffs here. Dexter on the bottom lane is going to try to help Boob. An important battle for the playoff positions here, as Boob will pass Ryan Gosling for 9th place. Now Dexter Morgan side by side with Ryan Gosling. With only 3 races left to the playoffs, every position is important. And Boob has passed Ryan Gosling for 9th place. Two drivers who are battling for playoff positions. And Boob wins it there. And now Ryan Gosling is side by side with Dexter for 10th place. Ryan Gosling can't follow the top 10. He's trying to make the playoffs here. And Dexter looks to pass Ryan Gosling on the bottom lane. And now Dexter's in the top 10. Ryan Gosling is now out of the top 10. And LeBron James, another playoff driver, is right behind Ryan Gosling, looking to pass him, looking to get an extra point for the playoffs. This is why these races are so important this late into the season. Richard Hammond started this race on pole, but he's fallen all the way down to third place, but not for long. Ryan Reynolds on the inside of Richard Hammond, side by side for third place. Ryan Reynolds, the Daytona 500 winner, is looking to get his second win this season on the inside of Hammond, and Ryan Reynolds will pass Richard Hammond for third place. Richard Hammond might have jinxed himself at this race by telling The Rock to shut up before the race, as he's fallen from first to fourth, with Ehrmanschott right behind him, looking to pass him for fourth place. Richard Hammond has fallen out of the podium positions as we hit lap 7. Dexter on the inside of Boob, side by side for 9th place. Dexter will pass Boob for 9th place, and Ryan Gosling and Boob now side by side once again, this time for final position in the top 10. These two playoff drivers battling once again here As they go into turn 3, Ryan Gosling looks to pass Boob after he passed him earlier in the race. Can Ryan Gosling do it? Yes, he will. Now LeBron James trying to track down Boob. Another battle between some playoff drivers here. Every position matters, and now Boob's falling out of the top 10. While that battle is happening, Dexter goes to the inside of Gregos. Side by side for 8th place here. Dexter on the inside of Gregos. And in Dexter's second ever Piston Cup Series race, he's passed Gregos for 8th place. Dexter's moving his way through the top 10. Ryan Gosling on the bottom lane is now trying to pass Gregos for 9th place. On the bottom lane here, but Gregos will try to block Ryan Gosling, and he does. Ryan Gosling's not able to make a pass there. Golden opportunity for him to pass the driver there. Dexter right behind Oppenheimer. Now Dexter on the inside of Oppenheimer. Dexter has passed multiple playoff drivers here. And now he'll pass a playoff driver and a former winner in Oppenheimer. Dexter slicing his way through the top 10. So Ehrmantraut side by side with Richard Hammond for 4th place. Will Hammond lose yet another position? Yes, he will. Micah Ehrmantraut in the 4th place. Mike Hunt is in last place. Micah Ehrmantraut is up in the 4th place. Two very different races for the Mikes as we hit the lap 10. Richard Hammond looks to go to the outside of Ehrmantraut, trying to get back into 4th place. But Ehrmantraut will block him as we go into turn 3. No matter what Richard Hammond has done this race, it hasn't worked out for him. He's fallen all the way down to 4th place after starting in 1st. He might fall all the way out of the top 5. Let's check up on The Rock at The Rock. The Rock is battling Dylan Elliott for 29th. The Rock on the inside of Dylan Elliott. The Rock into turn 1. The Rock is 3 wide here at The Rock. The Rock in the bottom lane, Queso in the middle lane, Dylan Elliott all the way in the top lane. He's getting passed by all these drivers. Queso in The Rock, battling for 29th place. A bit of a disappointing day for The Rock at The Rock, as he'll get passed by Queso for 29th place. I'm sure it's a disappointing day for The Rock to be in 30th place at The Rock. He wanted a top 5 here, maybe a win, but he's all the way back in 30th place. He needed a top 5 to get his playoff hopes up again. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here, as EDP will go to the inside of The Rock for 30th place at The Rock. EDP with multiple top 5s here in Season 2, but his run's going to come in and end here. EDP battling The Rock for 30th place. EDP's string of luck is running out here, as EDP will pass The Rock for 30th place at The Rock. And this is a race that Homelander has been dreaming of. He's led every single lap so far. He's 2 seconds ahead of second place Hank Harvick. Homelander finished second at the Daytona 500 behind his dad, Soldier Boy. Second behind Schumacher at Pocono, and second again in Homestead behind his dad, Soldier Boy, yet again. Homelander, the Season 1 champion, has yet to win a race, but it looks like he might get his first one here. He's 2.5 seconds behind Hank Harvick, but Hank Harvick's drafting with Ryan Reynolds here. Homelander's looking to break his streak and get his very first Piston Cup Series win, and our Team USA tie Crosshair Patronos Patriot Racing for the most wins in series history with 5. As we head to lap 15, and Homelander is currently hunting down Mike Hunt, a driver who's at a completely different race than Homelander today. Hunt was in 13th place, but after a blown tire or engine, we don't know yet. He's fallen all the way back a lap down, and he's about to get lapped again by Homelander. For today, Hunt sat in 7th in points with 150. He was 28 points above the cut line. But as of today, he's going to get 0 points from this race, as he's in last place. And this might put him on the bubble when it comes to making the playoffs. Homelander now in the back bumper of Hunt. 2 drivers trying to make the playoffs here, and both drivers have never won Piston Cup Series before. But Homelander will go on the inside of Hunt. Homelander will lap Hunt here at Rockingham. This race is Homelander's dream. This race is Hunt's nightmare, as we head to lap 17 of 59. In Dexter Morgan's second ever Piston Cup Series race, he's up to 17th. He's already passed playoff drivers like LeBron, Ryan Gosling, and Oppenheimer. And Oppenheimer's won a race before. He's had a really good debut this season. Maybe the second best driver so far for Dream Motorsports after EDP. A very good second race for Dexter. Like I've said many times before, after this race, there's 3 races left until the playoffs. Every position matters, so we're going to go with playoff hopeful Ryan Gosling for lap 18 at Rockingham. Chase Briscoe will pass Jesse Pinkman for 16th. These two rookies trying to win Rookie of the Year. In Dexter Morgan's second ever race, he's hunting down Lewis Hamlin and Richard Hammond. Dexter trying to get his first ever top 5 here as they go into turn 3. A Volvo trying to chase down a Ford, a Chevy, and a Toyota, and looking for his first top 5 finish in Piston Cup Series. Dexter right behind Hamlin as he heads to lap 20, 2/3 of the way through Rockingham. Dexter on the inside of Lewis Hamlin, looking to pass him for 6th place. Hamlin gains some speed on the higher banking as they go side by side for 6th place onto the backstretch now. Side by side. Can Dexter get in the top 6? It's still side by side here into turn 3. Another side by side battle between two rookies. As we come out of turn 4, can Dexter finally pass Hamlin for 6th place? Still side by side as we hit at lap 29. Hamlin with a burst of speed on the front straightaway. Dexter now into turn 1. He's still not able to pass Hamlin for 6th place. Hell of a battle from Hamlin here, trying to hold on to that 6th place finish. This is by far one of the longest battles here today, as Dexter yet again is trying to pass Hamlin into turn 3 on a bottom lane. Dexter has the preferred lane, but Hamlin's had a lot of speed on that top lane. He has it there again. Coming off of turn 4 into lap 22. Hamlin still holding his own there in 6th place and on the higher banking. Hamlin also won of his first Piston Cup Series races after his cousin died in Germany, and these two rookies are having an amazing battle. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch they come. Can Dexter finally pass Hamlin for 6th place? Yes, he does. Into turn 3, Dexter up in his 6th place in his second ever Piston Cup Series race. As we hit at lap 23, Ryan Reynolds on the outside of Hank Harvick, trying to pass him for 2nd place, but a lapped car of Hunt is right there. Let's see how 2nd and 3rd place are able to pass the lapped car of Hunt. Down the backstretch they come, and Hank Harvick goes the inside of Hunt. Ryan Reynolds still trying to follow Hunt on that top lane. Now Ryan Reynolds go to bottom lane to try to help Hank Harvick pass Hunt. Hank Harvick and Ryan Reynolds 3 seconds off of the leader, Homelander. They need to pass the lapped car of Hunt and need to work together to try to catch up with Homelander and have a shot at winning this race. Hank Harvick will lap Hunt. Now Ryan Reynolds on the inside of Hunt, also trying to lap Hunt. And Ryan Reynolds coming out of turn 2 will also lap Hunt. They're now almost 4 seconds behind Homelander. That's not what they needed. Can they catch up to him before the race ends? Ryan Gosling right behind Oppenheimer for 8th place. Both drivers trying to point their way into the playoffs. Oppenheimer won early in the season in Germany, but he's still trying to make the playoffs. Ryan Gosling hasn't had a single win to his name, but he's trying to pass the rookie here as we head to lap 25. Ryan Gosling trying to get any point he can. Homelander almost 4 seconds ahead of 2nd place Hank Harvick and 3rd place Ryan Reynolds. Homelander trying to get his very first win in his career. He's led every single lap, and he's about to lap yet another car. His 2nd lapped car coming up. If this car holds up Homelander long enough, maybe Hank Harvick and Ryan Reynolds can catch up. As Homelander will go to the inside of the lapped car into turn 3, and Homelander will lap his 2nd car over the race in his only lap 26. Dragan Zielinski, the Polish soccer player, are side by side for 37th place. Dylan Elliott behind him in 39th. And The Rock will pass Zielinski for 37th place. But the leader, Homelander, is catching up with them. This is a horrible day for The Rock at The Rock. All the way back in 37th place. This is not the day he wanted, as Elliott will pass Zielinski for 38th. Davison and Jay Schlatt side by side for 19th place. Jay Schlatt has had a terrible season near the end of the field when it comes to the points. It looks like he might get a top 20 here today, but Davison will pass him for 19th place. Davison trying to battle for a playoff position. He now goes the inside of Midsko for 18th place. Can he do it? He needs this point. Side by side for 18th place as we head to lap 28 of 59, almost halfway there. Jay Schlatt with the big burst of speed, trying to get back into 19th place. Can he do it? No, he won't. Davison will hold on to 19th. As we head to lap 29 of 59, Homelander is looking to pass his third lap car of the day. This time it's the Polish soccer player, Zelensky, not the other one. This is not a political statement, I swear to God. It's Homelander. It's right behind Zelensky. Homelander looking to dominate this race. He's led half the race so far. He's going to get the extra point for the most laps led as he goes to the inside of Zelensky. And he'll try to lap Zelensky here, and he easily does so. He laps at 39th position, Zelensky. And now he's trying to hunt down a 38th place driver, Dylan Elliott, get his fourth lap car down. Homelander with a lot of lap traffic ahead of him. If it slows down him enough, then Hank Harvick and Ryan Reynolds could potentially catch up and battle him for a lead, as Homelander will pass Dylan Elliott and lap him. And now Homelander is chasing down a 37th place car, The Rock, at The Rock. I'm sure this is not the race that The Rock thought he would have when he brought this car to The Rock. But The Rock, now about to be lapped by Homelander. The Rock in 37th place. This is not what he wanted. Going down the backstretch, The Rock wanted to battle for the lead today, but instead he's battling Homelander and trying not to get lapped by a leader. The Rock wanted to win, but instead, Homelander will pass The Rock and lap The Rock at The Rock. Not what the fans of The Rock wanted to see here at The Rock, as Homelander will lead us to lap 32 of 59. Homelander now right behind Kevin Harvick. All these lap cars ahead of him. I think they'll slow him down and give us a fight for a lead here. He's stuck behind Kevin Harvick and James May. We're battling side by side. This is not what Homelander wanted. He needs one of them to move past the other. He's trying to help Harvick pass James May here and trying to pass both of them. Homelander on the inside, James May. Can he lap yet another car? Yes, he will. As we head to lap 33. Homelander trying to lap another car as he's chasing down Kevin Harvick. He goes to the inside of Kevin Harvick into turn 1, and Homelander will lap Kevin Harvick as he passes him, and now he's chasing down Millick. He's just lapping them one after the other. All these cars, he's trying to lap them. Dexter right behind Richard Hammond. He sounds so close to getting his first top 5 in his career in his second ever race. He just needs to pass Hammond and he's in the top 5. Hammond is fighting for his life at the starting pole. He's trying not to get out of the top 5. He wants to salvage any points he can here today. And Lewis Hamilton, back in 7th place, is trying to get both of them to mess up so he can get into the top 5. Who will finish top 5 here today as we get to lap 34? Homelander now right behind his teammate Lightning McQueen. Last week, Lightning McQueen won the Alaska race and lapped Homelander. Now Homelander is trying to win Rockingham and lap his teammate McQueen. If Homelander wins today, it'll be Team USA Racing's 3rd straight win after Oppenheimer's win in Australia and McQueen's win in Alaska. These lap cars are holding up Homelander though, who's 4 seconds ahead in the lead. Now it's down to less than 3 seconds between him and Hank Harvick. He really needs to get past Doof in 33rd and McQueen in 32nd, but they continue to be side by side as Homelander will go to the inside of McQueen. McQueen lost the championship to Homelander last season, and now this season he'll be lapped by his teammate Homelander at Rockingham. As we head to lap 36, Homelander still leads every single lap so far. Mike Ehrmantraut about to lap Mike Hunt at Rockingham, and Dexter goes to the inside of Hammond side by side for 5th place. Hammond getting slowed down by Hunt. And Dexter on the inside lane, Hamlin on the inside lane. They're both going to try to work together and pass Hammond. Hammond really getting screwed over by this lap traffic here. He's stuck in the high lane, watching all these cars pass him. And he's just stuck behind his slow car. And Hammond will finally have some room on the bottom lane to pass Hunt. Hammond started on pole, and now he's falling all the way out of the top 5 into 7th place. Hammond now going on the inside of Hunt. He's trying to lap the left car and finally get past him here. They're side by side. Can Hammond pass him and catch up with 4th, 5th, and 6th place? And he'll pass Hunt. A really disappointing day for Hammond. Falls all the way to 7th place. Homelander right behind John Cena. He's already lapped The Rock at The Rock. Now can he lap his teammate, John Cena? Can he lap 2 wrestlers at The Rock? Gustavo Fring in the high lane. He's getting left out to dry. Big Ben, John Cena, Homelander working together to try to pass Gustavo Fring. Now Homelander sees an opening inside of John Cena. Will he take it? Yes, he will. 3 wide between John Cena, Gustavo Fring, and Homelander. Homelander trying to lap both of them, but John Cena getting a big boost of speed on that higher lane. Homelander laps Gustavo Fring. Now John Cena looks to pass Big Ben on the higher lane, and looks like he might be able to. This might be one of the first times that someone has passed on the higher lane, and he has. John Cena passes Big Ben, but Homelander is now working with Big Ben. And Homelander tries to make it 3 wide down the middle here, but he decides to go up and work with John Cena and pass Big Ben on the higher lane, and he's able to pass Big Ben. Big Ben is somehow passed by 2 drivers using the higher lane. Almost no one's been able to do that. Maybe Big Ben has some kind of issue there, as Homelander and John Cena have passed Gustavo Fring and Big Ben. As we're on lap 40, 20-ish laps left. Lewis Hamilton is determined to get into the top 5. He has to pass Dexter to do it. As they come to lap 40, Hamlin will go to the inside of Dexter in turn 1, side by side for 5th place between Hamlin and Dexter. They're still side by side coming out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Hamlin with a lot of speed on that bottom lane. Looks like he's going to pass Dexter for 5th place, getting top 5. Never mind, Dexter getting a huge burst of speed as we go into turn 2. Dexter trying to fight and stay in the top 5, but he isn't able to. Dexter falls into 6th place, and Hamlin is up in the top 5. Homelander behind the Stig and John Cena. John Cena and Homelander have worked the last couple of laps. John Cena to pass a couple of cars and get some more positions. Homelander to lap more and more drivers and make up some more time against Harvick and Ryan Reynolds. Is working so far as Homelander passes the Stig. Now he's behind John Cena and EDP. Will Homelander finally abandon John Cena and put him a lap down here? As we head to turn 1. Homelander has an opening here, but he doesn't take it. He stays behind John Cena. Homelander laps McQueen, who he fought for a championship last season already. He's now lapped the Stick, who he also fought in the championship, and now he looks to lap EDP, another driver he fought in the championship. As Homelander will abandon John Cena and put him a lap down, he goes to his inside, and he'll finally laps John Cena after they worked together for so many laps. He's now chasing out EDP and another championship driver from last season. Can he do it? As they head to lap 43. Homelander might have won the Season 1 championship, but EDP has 3 wins, while Homelander has not gotten a single win in his career. This might change today. He needs to lap EDP. Hank Harvick is now under 2 seconds away from Homelander. He's catching up with him. With all this lap traffic, Harvick has made up 2 seconds, and now it's under 2 seconds between him and Homelander, as Homelander will go to the inside of EDP, and he'll put EDP a lap down. Jesse Pinkman and LeBron James side by side for 14th place. 2 rookies battling here, and Jesse Pinkman will pass LeBron James. Only a sentence you can say in Piston Cup Series. LeBron and Jesse Pinkman, 2 drivers who are on the bubble when it comes to making the playoffs. Having a good battle there, and every position matters. And Hamlin's behind the Polish soccer player, Zelensky, and slowing him down. He's being slowed down by the lapse traffic, and Dexter will go to this outside. They're going to be side by side for 5th place. Dexter trying to get back in the top 5 and pass him on the top lane, taking advantage of this lapsed traffic. And while these 2 battle for 5th place, Richard Hammond is catching up with him. Hammond determined to get back in the top 5. Dexter on the outside of Hamlin. They're going to be side by side. They're going to go 3 wide for 2nd in turn 1. And Hamlin will avoid the scare and pass the lap traffic. And Dexter isn't able to make that opportunity. And Hammond has catched up with Dexter. Can he get back into the top 5 fight? Willie Nelson right behind Gregos. Willie Nelson in 12th place goes to the outside of Gregos for 11th place. Willie Nelson trying to get his first top 10 in his career, I believe. As Willie Nelson isn't able to pass on the outside there, he needs to pass Gregos and one other driver to get in the top 10. Can Willie Nelson do it? Willie Nelson will go to the outside of Gregos on the backstretch. Can he pass him here? They're going to be side by side heading into turn 3. Willie Nelson isn't able to pass him again. Willie Nelson cannot make that pass on the outside. Now Boob's catching up with him. Out of turn 4 now, Willie Nelson with another opportunity to pass him on the outside. He doesn't take it as we head to lap 46. Willie Nelson trying to pass him again on the top. Can he finally do it? Can he finally pass Gregos on the outside lane? And he finally does. Willie Nelson into 11th place. Not so fast. Gregos on the inside trying to get back in 11th place. They're side by side. Can Willie Nelson pass him? Yes, he will. Willie Nelson finally in the 11th place. Ryan Gosling in 8th place. He needs these points, but Queso in 9th place is right behind him. Queso's top 5 in points. Ryan Gosling is definitely one of those bubble drivers when it comes to making the playoffs or not. Queso tries to go to the inside of Ryan Gosling, but it doesn't work there as they go through turn 1 and 2. Queso with the most points for a rookie this season. He's in the top 5, and now he might pass Ryan Gosling here. He finds an opening on the inside lane, and he takes it down the backstretch. Ryan Gosling and Queso side by side for 8th place as they head to turn 1, and Queso will pass Ryan Gosling for 8th place. Lap traffic holding up Hamlin and Dexter, and Hammond takes advantage of it. Hammond on the inside of Dexter for 6th place. Ehrmantraut and Hamlin now side by side for 4th, and Hamlin will pass Ehrmantraut. Hammond, the left car of Elliott and Ehrmantraut, 3 wide as Elliott gets loose. It gets contact with both of them, but doesn't cause a wreck. And Hammond will pass Elliott. Dexter fell in the 7th place as Elliott. Now he's trying to pass the left car. Hammond and Ehrmantraut side by side for 5th place. Ehrmantraut trying not to follow top 5. Hammond trying to get back in the top 5 after starting on 1st place and falling all the way to 7th place. He's trying to get back in the top 5, but Dexter will go to the inside of both of them. 3 wide for 5th place. Dexter and Hammond fighting to get back in the top 5. Ehrmantraut fighting to stay in the top 5. They're 3 wide out of turn 2. Dexter and Hammond are able to pass Ehrmantraut. Ehrmantraut will fall to 7th place after that lap traffic chaos. Now Hammond and Dexter are side by side for 5th place, both battling to be in the top 5 again. And Dexter looks to pass Hammond on the bomb lane. Will he do it? They're side by side, Hammond and Dexter for 5th place as we head to lap 50 of 59. Ehrmantraut looking for an opening here. Dexter on the inside lane will finally pass Richard Hammond for 5th place and get back in the top 5. Disappointing for Richard Hammond there. Now Ehrmantraut trying to go to the inside lane of Hammond. Hammond doesn't want to fall all the way back in 7th place again. They're going to battle here going into turn 3. Hammond is frustrated. He wanted his win. He wanted a top 5, and he might not get it. Ehrmantraut right behind Hammond. Dexter right behind Hamlin for 4th place. And he goes to the inside, side by side for 4th place on lap 51. Dexter now behind the lap traffic of Millick is going to slow him down. Looks like Hamlin's going to stay in the top 4 here, as Lewis Hamlin will pass Millick on the outside lane. Dexter Morgan looking for an opening here. He's going to try to move on the outside of Millick, try to pass the lap driver on the outside lane. Like Hamlin, they're going to work together to pass this lap traffic here. Hamlin will pass Millick, but Hammond is on the outside of Dexter yet again for 5th place. Side by side for 5th place. Dexter once again trying to fight to stay in the top 5, and he'll do so. He's now side by side with Millick, the lap driver. Now Hammond on the inside lane once again is going to fight Dexter for 5th place. They're still side by side for 5th place. Insane battle for top 5 here. Hammond and Dexter both determined to be in the top 5 here today. Still side by side between the two of them, and Hammond will pass Dexter Morgan for 5th place. Ehrmantraut will now look to pass Dexter for 6th place. And Dexter falls all the way to 7th place, and now he has a lap traffic of Millick slowing him down. This is not good for Dexter Morgan as we now reach lap 53 of 59. Jebediah Davidson and Homelander, the 2 current Team USA drivers who have not won a single race in their careers. But that might change today. Homelander looks to go inside of Davidson. Davidson's luck won't change. He still won't get his first win, but Homelander has 6 more laps to get history and get his first Piston Cup Series win. He's right behind his teammate Jebediah Davidson. He's already passed his teammate McQueen. And now he'll go to the inside of his teammate Jebediah Davidson and try to lap yet another Team USA driver here today into turn 3, and Homelander will lap Jebediah Davidson. There's now only 23 drivers left on the lead lap, and Homelander only has to hold out for 5 more laps to get his very first Piston Cup Series win. But that might change for Homelander. There's a caution out with 5 laps to go. Let's look at the replay. Hamlin will pass The Rock. Now Hammond is right behind The Rock after he told him to shut up before the race started. Hammond trying to pass the last car of The Rock, and he dumps The Rock at The Rock, and it collects Mike Ehrmantraut in turn 1. The Rock has just been dumped at The Rock, and you better believe The Rock's pissed after Hammond told him to shut up before the race, and he just got dumped by Hammond. Not only does Hammond dump The Rock for taking too long in the command, but he dumps it in front of Ehrmantraut, a driver who's battling to make the playoffs.
Walter, put the red flag out, Walter. Iraq, turn 1, Walter.
It's the biggest piece of British dog shit. Not even a hard, dried up dog shit for 7 days. It's the soft dog shit. It's like baby shit. It's like that. And I never want to hear it again, and I'm never going to fucking forgive him for wasting my time. That is time I will never get back. It's like dog shit is in my ear. Motherfucker. 4'2". It was great, Smurfs.
Oh! Did that... Oh, dear!
Three drivers involved in that wreck. Hammond, The Rock, and Ermentrout, but all three are still in the race. Homelander won the Season 1 championship after a late caution. He had 1 lap to defend his championship. He'll have 1 lap to defend his very first win in Piston Cup Series. Can Homelander get his first win after his 20th try? Homelander will lead us to the white flag at Rockingham Speedway. There's 3 laps cars between Homelander and Hank Harvick. Hank Harvick's gonna have to pass John Cena, Soulja Boy, and Davidson just to get to Homelander. Hank Harvick is stuck behind John Cena and Soulja Boy. Harvick passes the lap car of Soulja Boy. Now he has to pass Cena and Davidson just to catch up with Homelander. Hank Harvick goes to the inside John Cena. Can pass him here? No, he can't. Homelander finished second place after his dad, Soulja Boy, at the Daytona 500 in photo finish. He finished second at Pocono behind Schumacher. He finished second behind his dad again at Homestead. After 20 races of trying, 20 races of frustration, Homelander will get his first win in the Piston Cup Series.
I don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better.
Homelander led every single lap in his very first win in the Piston Cup Series. A dominant win. After the race now, and The Rock gets in the back of Richard Hammond, and The Rock dumps Richard Hammond. The Rock's now trying to turn around. He's trying to look for more and beat the shit out of Hammond. The Rock's still trying to turn around and fight Hammond, but Hammond flips The Rock. We got beef at Rockingham between The Rock and Richard Hammond. They're going into the infield. They're both determined to win this fight, this brand new rivalry in the Piston Cup Series. The Rock is now going to drag Richard Hammond against the wall. He's dragging him all through turn 1 and 2. These drivers hate each other, and only one will come off the top here in Rockingham. Hammond was the one to start this fight. He's determined to be the one to finish it. They're still fighting each other. And The Rock is looking for blood at The Rock. He wants revenge for what happened to him. Going down the backstretch, and The Rock will dump Richard Hammond coming out of turn 2, and I think that's the end of this fight.
I didn't know genuinely that was an accident.
Shut up, bitch!
What the fucking hell are you, you great gangly fuck-knuckled twat, greasy-head cuntbag? Fuck you!
Yeah, time to get your ass whooped. He's a virgin.
That was terrifying! Oh, you evil sod.
Are you crying? The Rock and all the millions and millions. We've seen your awful movie. You'll never have muscles like The Rock, but you could try one day.
Turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up your Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity candy ass!
Fight's not over yet, as John Cena dumps Jeremy Clarkson into turn 1. We got a full-blown war right now. The Rock's teammate John Cena just dumped Richard Hammond's teammate Jeremy Clarkson in turn 1. We got a full-blown war between Rock Hard Racing and Phantom Motorsports.
Is that right? What? What's that? Hammond! You moron!
Ryan Gosling trying to go to his hauler, but he's getting jumped by the Phantom Motorsports pit crew. Ryan Gosling by himself fighting the entire Phantom Motorsports pit crew. It's a full-blown war.
We gotta kill those Top Gear sons of bitches.
What the hell? It's quite a big bang, isn't it? 50 cal machine gun.
I want the truth! I want justice! I want